Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip-hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something like...
You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats, when it was called hip-hop.
Live in the Cipher! Oh, Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1radio.com, hot like fire, kids, so ring me along. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. no Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real, hip-hop ain't dead. And if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh. Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net, live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real, Ladies Love, Smooth P, Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General, on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop. Good, what's good, what's good, what's good, beautiful people? What's going on? You officially live in the Cipher, BKS1 Radio TV. Yes, we are in the building. We are in the building. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, BKS1 Radio TV. And shout out to everybody that's watching us live on FB. Yes. Yeah. We're going to talk about some things tonight. So share it out no matter what platform you're watching us on or listening to us on. All right, let me introduce the squad that you should know already.
Yes.
I like a little theme music.
I don't know why it keeps going on for me.
I like a little theme music behind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Make it mellow.
That feel good. That feel good.
Yes.
But let me introduce, man, the man that together we understand. We got the plan. We call him what?
Smooth
DJ Smooth P.
I'm just gonna do like this. So don't do the
DJ
cut off the
Smooth
music.
P. It's fine. And also, all right, Mr. AKA himself. We call him what?
Short Fuse, aka the Ghost. All right.
And
the man in the middle.
Listen. I'm just humbly DJ Storm Norm the General. Peace and blessings.
Yes.
Peace and blessings to everybody on the check-in. It's going to be an interesting night.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be
It's
going to be an interesting night on Live in the Cipher, BKS1 Radio TV. Oh, trust me, it's going to be very interesting. So,
make sure y'all keep it locked. Share it out. Share it out.
Most definitely.
It's going to be a good, interesting show as always, y'all. You know what it is.
Yes. First and foremost, let me just shout out some people real quick, man. Shout out to Denise Sparrow on the check-in, Greg Booth on the check-in. I see y'all. All right, peace and blessings. Thanks for joining.
Yes.
We about to get this thing on and popping. Lots been going on in the entertainment world. Y'all been hearing all about the Murder Inc.
Yes.
Irv Gotti.
Yes.
Spilling the beans.
Yeah.
Kissing and telling.
Yeah.
All of that. Come on. Listen. I know it's been, 20 years ago, right?
20 years.
About 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And this is news now.
Yeah.
This is news now. And he got the documentary now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shout out to everybody in Murder Inc. Charlie Baltimore.
Salute.
And, Ja Rule, Vita.
Sure.
Who else we missing?
Ashanti.
Mm-hmm. Lloyd, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's part of Murder Inc., right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, shout out to all y'all. Let me clap it up for y'all.
Yes, absolutely. So I was saying earlier, I missed the documentary part yesterday, but I was watching Irv and Ja on Drink Champs, and it's actually a 3.5 hour drink champs, and he said a lot. He said a lot. But I guess there were BET people there too, so they would put the kibosh and some stuff when he was starting to talk in the background. Like, no, you can't say that.
Here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing. And I met Irv.
Yeah.
I interviewed Irv. I got a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
Because one thing about him, when he say he going to do something, somehow he makes it happen.
Yeah. Well, he said that. He said, "I don't lie."
I'm gonna clap it up for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clap it up for that. But listen,
as a grown ass man,
Yeah.
there's no way that I'm gonna have a relationship with a female, right? And it goes sour, and then I'm gonna put our personal sexual business out there.
Yeah.
To me personally,
Yeah.
that's corny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Whack.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whack. I gotta take away some points, man. He lose some points.
Well, we'll discuss a little bit. We'll get into a little more deeper.
No, we gonna get into it real deep.
Yeah.
Because I got Fat Joe's comments.
Yeah.
On
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I don't feel bad that I feel this way because Fat Joe feel the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the moral compass.
Oh my God, is that the voice? Hold on.
Wait,
Hold
am I
So,
unmuted?
so I got to bring. No, you wasn't. But now let me just bring you in, sis.
I said, since when is Fat Joe the moral compass?
That is a little different.
When Fat Joe is the most logical guy in the room.
Yeah. The voice of reason. We might have a problem.
Listen, but I'm glad he spoke up because everybody else is still playing politics.
Yo.
Yeah.
I love Jonesy because I didn't even introduce her. I didn't bring her in. She just came right in with it. That's what I'm talking about.
Look, I'm on a celebration roll. I've been drinking this since Sunday night.
There you go. Salute. We with you.
We're going to toast right along with you.
Oh, salute.
Salute.
And
If you was in the
congratulations.
building, we would have had something special for you.
But I'm going to come into the building if you give me more than an hour's notice next time.
First of all, listen, I just want, in case y'all don't know, this is a legend in the game.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Trendsetter, all of that. Supreme artist, dope artist, but also very well-known radio personality. If you don't know, you better know.
Yeah.
Goes by the name of Miss Jones. We affectionately call her Jonesy.
Legendary.
Yes. In the building. She got a lot of big things happening, but I knew it though. I wasn't even surprised, Jonesy. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wasn't surprised at all. Like I already knew,
Wow.
but
I appreciate it because up until it was not as you probably are thinking. This is not something that we've been holding on to for a very long time. It was quite a long process because I have this image of being shock jock,
right.
and that is not what the block is about.
Right.
So it was a process of me explaining my growth to them.
Okay.
And how while me and many black women, your sisters, your female cousins, we all have a little bit of edge. That's par for the course. But as we get older and we learn, we do better.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
congratulations.
I'm gonna say it like this. Well, first and foremost, when you got the news, the final news, where was your mind at? How was you feeling?
I totally was not expecting it. It was like, I think it was like a Monday night, and it just came out of the blue. And he was like, "Hey, Jonesy, it's Skip. How are you?" And I'm like, "Hey, Skip, what's going on?" He was like, "So, I know we've been going back and forth for a while, and I've had you come around. And look, I'd love to offer you the position if you'll take it.
Wow.
You are the best person for the job. You were always at the top of my list. Nobody can lead us to the top and make an impact and have the knowledge and the experience in this New York market like you can. And it's time for a woman, and especially a black woman, to be in that morning sphere." And
I know you're going to be honest. That's why I'm glad I'm talking to my sis Jonesy. Because what I'm about to ask you right now, you're going to keep it 100. So do you think the absence of a Wendy Williams played into you, coming back to New York radio? Because somebody had to save the day. Because I'm not going to front. New York radio was it was slipping when it came to the morning shows. It was slipping. Do you think?
I love Envy, and I love what he's done with Breakfast Club, and Ebro is my son, so I have to give credit over there. But I don't know. I think Wendy's thing was. I don't think any of us expected that.
Yeah, that was kind
Like
of out of the blue.
that. Like I'm still in shock.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would have made a difference for the better because she had invited me and the girls from SWV together to come on to the show when she came back in October. But then that never happened. So
Right.
it could have helped me. She could have. Oh, my girlfriend Jonesy. She's going to be back on the radio in New York.
Right.
It could have helped, but I don't know. Her being gone is a tall order. But hey, she passed me the baton, whether she knows it or not.
Right.
And I'm going to run.
Well, the whole thing is, I mean, let's keep it 100. Everybody, any program director in New York knows that you're seasoned, knows that you're a vet.
Exactly.
Yep.
You've been doing this for a long time, and even in the absence of being on terrestrial radio, you took your chances online. You started your own thing online, and that just took off.
Yeah.
That took off on YouTube like crazy.
Yeah.
And once you got on IG, Jonesy, it was a wrap.
Thank you, Norm.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew I had to jump in the double Dutch rope at some point because it's overwhelming. It's so much. It's TikTok. It's Twitter.
Yeah.
It's
It's a lot.
all these other platforms. I just had to start from somewhere. And you know what it feels like? Honestly, it feels like when someone dies and time goes by and then more time goes by and then more and more time and that void isn't filled, you finally start missing what you didn't appreciate before. And then a miracle happens and then they come back to life and you're like, oh my God, that's what it feels like, kind of, in a weird way. I think that sounds weird, but that's how I feel. And maybe to your point, Wendy being gone, now niggas really like, all right, just bring Jonesy back.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let me ask you, Jonesy. Now that you're back on terrestrial, do you go away from your own thing now, or do you keep doing that?
I couldn't if I wanted to.
Okay.
We have so much fun on that, on my, it's the only place I have, because now I have to be more responsible.
Yes.
Because my children's friends, parents,
Right.
have been emailing me, "Oh, Mrs. Patrick, we saw the article in the Daily News and we just like to." So I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Got a whole new set of eyes now.
Yeah.
So I got to keep the grit.
Right.
The grit, like, you know.
Right.
You got to find a good balance.
Right.
Now I'm gonna keep it 100 because somebody hit me up as soon as they got the news, and they didn't even know I knew already, but they hit me up, was like, yo, Jonesy back on the radio. Oh, she gonna come back snapping on everybody. I said, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, what do you mean by that? But I knew what they meant. So are you coming back with old school Jonesy, old school star, buck wild type Jonesy, or you coming back with your own a different vibe? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jonesy.
Yeah. I mean,
She said, yeah.
it depends on what niggas come to me with.
I like that answer. I'm going to clap for that answer.
Let's clap that up.
The energy you give, the energy you
Let's
get.
take a drink.
Yes.
Because we all know I play all day.
Right. Now, you bringing the squad, or you want to ease them in? You bringing in your same squad?
No. So maybe eventually. But right now, because it's been so long, me and Skip and Dre have decided to let me get in and get feel myself in back in, you know.
And see your numbers.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I have to see what I'm comfortable with, how I come across now, and then we'll see what's needed.
Right. See, and here's the thing. What I've learned about online and being online as opposed to terrestrial radio is the censorship. The censorship, you get so much more freedom online, you know, than you do, you know, on terrestrial radio nowadays. Because now, you know, you see with Wendy, I'm gonna be honest. Wendy had to worry about a lot of things, right? Security. She had to worry about this, that, the lawsuits, the this, the that, whatever like that. I mean, like Jeff said, you do got to find that balance,
Right.
but at the same time, everybody know Jonesy never been no punk, and she's not soft.
I was just about to say that Jonesy still to some degree has to. You always have to be Jonesy. Because if you come across like anybody else, they're gonna be like, oh, she's a fraud. She just being a fraud to get a job back. And I know you're not gonna come off like that. So, like they're both saying, we know you long enough. We know that you're gonna be you. But like you said, but now you're a seasoned, more mild mannered Jonesy. So you're not gonna come off the rip like, rah. But if somebody come at you, you gotta bite the head off.
As long as they listen.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hashtag leave Jonesy the fuck alone, and we all good.
I'm gonna clap that one up too.
In a way,
I like that hashtag.
In a way, I'm kind of mad she on a morning show, because if she was on the afternoon or evening show, she could have that drink in her hand and really talk shit. Man, but listen, I ain't gonna front. I'm excited.
And that was the question I was going to ask. So, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
How excited actually are you, Jonesy, to be back doing this? On like you said, you don't know how much you missed something until it's gone. So now that you have this chance again, how excited are you for this?
So thank you for asking that question, because there have been different measures of excitement, because there was excitement when I got offered the job, right? Mm-hmm. But then it's the negotiation of the contract. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, gosh, is it really going to happen? Is it going? And then we get past that, and then it's okay. When is the start date? Mm-hmm. And then it's But when I saw my children telling their friends, and the other day my son was in the car with me, and Shelly Wade was playing back interview, me and her talking from earlier.
Okay.
And he was beaming from ear to ear, and he's like the one that you'd ever see emotion. He was beaming, and I was like, "You so stupid! Why you grinning like that?" And he was like, "I don't know," but I knew what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
It was in my belly when I left last. He never. He didn't know.
He didn't see any of it.
Yeah, wow. None of it. Now that other one, he's like, so when we going shopping? And
Mom, I know what they pay you.
he's like, I have the passcodes to your email. Like, your email is linked. I see everything. When are we going shopping?
So Ed Lover was talking about you today on the radio. I heard it.
Oh, I love Ed. He's been so. What was he saying today? Because every day it's been something great.
He said you was complaining about the commute. He was like, Jonesy complaining about the 50-minute commute.
I ain't mad at you.
And look, we both get there early because we got to get those parking spaces. That's what he said on the air today.
No, I'm good with it, because there's no cars on the road at like 4 a.m. It's just trucks. Mm-hmm. And that's when I do my best thinking, because, it's hard to think in when you're dealing with teenage boys. So I look forward to that.
Right.
And I don't know, every day I get more and more excited because it feels more and more real. And I haven't heard myself on radio in 14 years. So listening back to it myself, I was like, ew.
Listen. You always had the voice.
Yes.
You always had the voice.
Thank you.
And your energy, I'm keeping it 100. It's not just because we cool, but your energy is definitely unmatched when it comes to a morning show. Because for a morning show, you need that energy.
Got to wake people up.
You know what I'm saying? Because we feed off your energy in the morning.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. New York is going to love with you coming. Not just New York, but Tri-State is going to love with you coming back and doing what you do.
Thank you.
Is there music involved with it, or just straight talk?
No, there's music, because that's what people love about this station. Mm-hmm. The grown people like us, maybe not our parents, because they had BLS, but we are our parents now, and we love the music. That's been the biggest the biggest comment of everybody is like, wow, they're playing stuff from when we were growing up.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Because I know how to get what I need to say off in enough time. You know, like you said, I'm seasoned. I know how to get them breaks out.
Right. So are you coming with the guest and all of that? Are you setting the format up like that, or is just straight Jonesy?
No. So here is my binder from the last time that I was on air, and I have my clock, and then I handed it over to them. So they're taking my clock and they're gonna build around my clock because you know it's a good clock.
Yeah, right.
She comes.
I
she
know
comes
what I'm
prepared.
doing.
As I said, she comes prepared.
Right.
Yeah.
I know how a good show is supposed to be, and I come prepared, and that saves them headache.
Absolutely.
Like they don't need to be,
Right.
all right, so you're gonna talk here,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna introduce us on here. I already know. I just
Yeah.
need to know if y'all are okay with this.
Yeah.
Right. Now, and not that it matters, but you know me, I do my homework. So now that Angela Yee is leaving the Breakfast Club,
Yeah, she's going to middays, right?
yeah, she's not gonna have a morning slot no more.
Okay.
So technically, you are the only female with a morning show in New York radio right now, right?
Mm-hmm. But she was like second or third chair.
Yeah,
She was
I was just about to say, I don't know if she can hold down her own show. I don't know how good of a move that is for her.
Well, she came from
Yeah, she had her own show before.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
She had her own show before she came to the Breakfast Club.
Because I can tell you, when the Breakfast Club was first formed, I tried to listen. I was like, this is horrible. Like they didn't mesh at all at the beginning, and then after a little while, they started, to congeal.
Right.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that her being on the Breakfast Club would impact what I'm about to do anyway.
No, I doubt it.
Jonesy,
Because I'm
nice.
just a whole,
You being nice right now.
I'm just a whole nother force of nature.
Toast, throw up that drink. I got a pour. Wait a minute. We about to turn this into drink champs. Because one, I'm happy for my sis, man, because you got a whole new glow, and I love it.
Thank you. And I want to tell everybody, listen, when I first left radio, Norm brought me on. He was doing a show called Ow. Only Women Wear High Heels.
Yes.
And he already had a panel of lovely women, very articulate, intelligent, funny, pretty. And he slid me in as a guest, but it became like a regular thing. But he took a chance on me, and that's why throughout the years we don't talk every day. But when he calls, and then like we've maintained our professional relationship because I had a band, and he invited my band to come and perform. So he has supported me. So when you called today, I was like, of course, like you're my first interview, honestly.
Wow.
Oh,
And I'm glad that you're my first interview.
Salute.
appreciate you.
Absolutely
appreciate you.
Thank you.
So now,
all of you.
you're not a stranger to Skip, right? So him being your boss or whatever, like y'all not strangers,
We're not strangers. I just never worked with him,
right?
but all my radio peers have.
Okay.
So I think that helped also people because he didn't know me. He read the horror stories. He heard the horror stories. He didn't know me, but he knew that I was nothing like Wendy, and he managed her.
Okay.
But he's a very kind man, and he's very smart. He knows what he's doing,
Right.
and I look forward.
So I already see this, and one thing about my team, they be like, Norm, you got some serious vision. So
What are you doing?
I see you doing you're getting back, you're doing your morning show, but then I see you getting a big offer from television.
You see that?
I see it because again,
You see that?
again, there's a void missing. I'm keeping it 100. I see you getting a big offer from television, and then I also see you getting like a major book deal, and then I see either a Lifetime type movie or some type of movie being made because you got a serious story behind you. I see all this happening. I'm serious. And watch when it happens, you're going to be like, damn, Norm, you called it.
I'll be like, Norm, let's get another interview. Let's get the bottles out.
Yo, you got a hell of a story, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Jonesy, think about it. Think about it.
I don't know anybody. Like, we all have our little traumas throughout life. But I don't know if anybody that's traumas have been played out, like, on the stage. Like, you guys saw me be all the way up and then just go away. And then you watched me rebuild. Mm-hmm. And my rebuild wasn't perfect because I didn't know what the new age was going to look like.
Right.
But we're here. Yeah. There was no blueprint to my coming back because no other woman had ever really done that.
Facts. And then a lot of people, you're actually going to be inspiration to a lot of people, and especially females in this game in general, that if you do fall down,
you come back.
Eventually you can get up.
Yeah.
It's all about persistence.
It is, but it's easier said than done because I'm going to just put it out there. A lot of times we get left with the kids. Mm-hmm. And the responsibility is not just physical, driving them here, taking them here, but it's also emotional. And when you're done with them, if you do it right, you don't have anything
left for you.
Yeah, and so when I started last year getting on IG, that became something for me.
Right.
And I was able to enjoy it. So I say this to say to the other women out there, whatever walk of life you're in, work, school, whatever, if you had to stop your dream, just sit down and remember what you enjoyed before your dream was disrupted. And just find a little bit of it, just a little at a time, whether it's while the kids are at school, whether it's when you're taking your shower at night, and just feed that. Because I feel like for the 14, 15 years that I was home pouring into my kids, I had no one pouring back into me.
Right.
And I'm empty. And that's why I feel like this creative stuff, it fills me up. So I'm really, really excited from a personal, not just professional, but from a personal position.
But you know, I'm sorry, go ahead, Fuse.
The answer, I had a two-part question that Norm led me into, but she answered part of it. The first part of the question was, after everything you've been throughout your whole career, is there anything that you regret that it happened? And what advice would you give to any young lady coming up in the industry who wants to follow your career path?
There were regrets along the way, but now, but now that I'm back on radio, the young women, I would say, you gotta figure out who you are and figure out who or where you want to be in however many years. And that way you can figure out what steps need to be taken to get there. And even if you fall short, you are further than you were just looking in the window at what could be.
Facts. I gotta clap that up.
Yeah. What I was gonna say before Fuse is, sometimes things are just the divine intervention of where it's supposed to be. So you just said you basically were out of it for 15 years. But in those 15 years, you got to pour into your children all that you needed to pour into them to build them to be the young men that they are. But now you're back. And while you were pouring into them, you also were maturing as a woman, still in the game a little bit doing things. So as a host also. So now when you come back, you're Jonesy, but you're Jonesy 2.0. So I think sometimes it's just the way that things are all the timing, divine timing. So
I believe it now. I do believe everything you just said now.
Yes.
But while I was in it, at first I was fighting it. Yeah. Because I didn't know another way.
Yes.
And I'm looking at these two little babies like, y'all will be fine with a babysitter. But in hindsight, I see the kids that had the babysitters and I see my kids.
Exactly.
And my kids can't ever say that I wasn't at everything. I was at how else the fuck they gonna get there?
Yeah,
right.
But I was there. I was present. and I'm still going to be present.
Yes.
I just have to be more strategic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard because there were dark times where I felt like my kids would be better off if I weren't in their lives, because I knew my sisters would come in and give them great lives.
Wow.
And I felt that dark. I felt that low. And part of that was also because I was identifying myself by my job.
Wow.
And you was so much more than that.
And
So much more than that.
You know what? You just hit a nail on the head, because there's so many people out there that their profession is their total
Defines-
identity.
They tie their
You know,
identity in their job, where they work,
exactly.
or what they have.
And if they lose that in their mind, now they're nothing. It's like, oh,
Right.
like you said, I was Jonesy. I was Miss Jones. Everybody knows me. Blah, 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 you know. And now that's
And
taken
now-
away.
And now you standing on the line with everybody
Yeah,
else. The
exactly.
PTA don't care.
They don't
Right.
care.
Right. But the crazy part of it is that there's so many different layers to Jonesy, right? So
Yes.
since I've met Jonesy, I saw a few of those layers. I'm like, wow, like I learned from Jonesy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I learned from Jonesy. She kept it 100 with a lot of things. We had a lot of different discussions, but also people forget she's a hell of an artist too.
Exactly.
Like she's still crazy with it, with
Yeah,
them vocals,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
And so that's a whole nother layer that people don't even realize. So why you may have gotten depressed about, oh, I'm not on air, I'm not whatever. She get with her band that goes by no name,
Yeah.
and she rocks out with them, and she sounds great.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I wouldn't even care about being, if I had her talent, I wouldn't even care about being on air again. I'd be traveling around the world. Real talk. With her voice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for the gift, because you're right. I forgot about it. I got so caught up, and it's easy to, because
You're right. It happens.
to be the best, you got to be devoted to it. You've got to live it.
Absolutely.
But the downside to that is that the people around you, they're around Jonesy or Miss Jones.
Right.
And when Miss Jones is no longer, the people around you are no longer oftentimes.
Yeah. You're
Right. Now what I wonder is, because you bring up the kids a lot, and before we get into our hot topics and all that stuff, you bring up the kids a lot. So, with you being back on air now, and your whole celebrity is going to pick up so quick that you're going to be invited to this industry party. You're going to be invited to this industry party. You're going to have to host some things now. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to be everywhere now. Are you ready for that part of it, or you just want to stick with the job? Like, let me do my morning show, and then I'm back in Jersey handling my business.
Fuck them kids. It's time for me to get out here. I'm just keeping it 100.
Mama was home for 15 years. Now it's your turn to take care of your kids.
Oh man, that's funny.
It's time to live for Jonesy now.
Mama got to throw you out into the wolves, baby. You got to make it on your own.
Look, Jonesy, you go into all the BET parties now, the VH1 parties, all of them.
Every, and you know what? It won't be because it will be because I've raised that. They're old enough. Trey gonna be 14. He don't want me around. And he got a little girl downstairs now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they want to be by themselves.
Right.
Yep.
So, I've done my job, and I'm always going to be here. Hell, mornings is over at 10 a.m. So I can still go to wrestling tournaments, go to football. I can still do that. But as far as me personally, I need that back. Like, I need that social interaction.
Right.
You missed that.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you. Again, I'm so happy for Jonesy. If you just joining us right now, we on with the legendary, the incredible Miss Jones.
Yes,
She's
yes,
back.
yes.
Jonesy is
She's
back, y'all.
back.
She was in the Daily News. Now listen, that's big. When the Daily News put a black media person in their paper, you know you big time. I said this why I get her now. I said this why I said I ain't gonna waste no time with it. I said, you know what? Jonesy ain't gonna be picking up my calls like she used to.
He's so stupid. He texted me and I texted right back. I said, "Yup." And then you was like, "Really?"
You gonna get the line? Contact my people.
Yeah.
How your people call my people.
Hey, Jonesy, I need you to host something. Norm, do me a favor.
Have your people contact my people.
Can you call? It's gonna be some white chick named Paulette. Can you call Paulette and have her call Dirk?
Right. Just call Paulette. She'll know you're calling. She'll know what it's about. Man, some people, you have to put those people in the middle because they ask and then they ask again
it's necessary.
Yeah, but you ain't like that. You're look, I'm gonna call one time.
Right.
Niggas see my name.
Right.
If they don't respond, I'm moving on. That's who you are.
Yeah.
You don't chase anybody.
Yeah. That's how I always been. And because I'm the type, I pick up the vibes real quick, right?
You got to, yeah.
So if you get that little ghost that one time, it's like I'm like, okay.
Nobody need to think you chasing them anyway. What were you chasing?
Facts.
Right, because this is a mutual thing.
Absolutely.
Like it's a mutual beneficial
situation.
Relationship.
Absolutely.
Facts. Now let's keep it 100. Let's talk the dirt. Let's do what we do.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I got to keep it 100. Again, like I was trying to say at the top of the show, Irv Gotti, my cool peoples. I'm cool with them. Me and Vita that was signed to Irv.
Yeah.
That's my little. That's my little.
That's your little sister.
That's my little sis. But
big shout out to Vita because I have no problem with Vita.
Yes. But now, what's your take on Irv spilling all the beans about what him and Ashanti did while he was married? What's your take on that?
So the first part is, nigga, you had a whole wife and your kids are watching now I know why mommy was crying all the time. Now I know what, it's like, do you not care that, she was on TV on a reality show crying every episode based on his absence. And when we talked about it on my show, he called up and cursed me out.
Really?
And now we find out 15 years later that there was another woman.
Wow.
A few, according to him, that on Drink Champs, there was a few other women.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying now. Everybody falls short and fall down and we get up and all those things. But I just don't know if this was the right time professionally for him to do this to Ashanti.
Right.
And while I'm not necessarily a personal friend of hers, I'm a friend in the womanhood of she trying to make a comeback and build something on her own. I'm trying to come back and make a comeback, build something on my own. Monique is trying to make a comeback and build something on her own.
Right.
Why are the brothers always the ones trying to tear that down?
I not to cut you off. No, I think I know from like I was telling Storm and Fuse. I actually didn't see when they actually did the Drink Champ. I think it was a few days ago, but I was watching it today, and it's like almost 3.5 hours, and I watched most of it. So my take on I think why that happened the way that it did, why he did what he did.
Wait, hold on. Don't wait. Hold on. I gotta get my charger because I see the thing getting red. Hold on.
No problem. Yeah, we don't want you to blank out on this. We don't want you to blank out.
I want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
more important.
But I'll hold on till you come back. But I can say it was very like I said, I didn't see the documentary part of it yet. Okay. But it was he divulged a lot. He divulged a lot of stuff today.
Right.
But I'm saying I'm waiting for it because she wants to hear it. Okay. So my reason that I think that this happened is because apparently from what he was saying, they were trying to get her to be a part of it. They asked her on 3 separate occasions. BET did, he did, and she basically told them, "F y'all, I don't want to be a part of it. I'll never be a part of anything Murder Inc." And he took that to heart personally. He was kind of saying, "No, I don't really care about a relationship. I don't care about that as much, blah, blah, blah." But the fact that she basically said, "F Murder Inc., I don't ever want to be nothing a part of that again," he said that kind of scarred him and hurt him more than anything else between them because of the fact that he feels like he's like, I helped build and make you, and for you and Murder Inc. helped build and make you, and for you to say F Murder Inc. I don't want anything to do with it. I think at that point maybe he just felt like then I'm just gonna let all the cats out the bag.
In Irv's defense,
and I'm not saying it was right to do that, but I'm just telling you from what I heard today, and it's funny because Nori and everybody was like, "Bro, are you sure you're over?" I'm over, and they was like, "You kind of sound like you're still not over it." No, I'm over it. Blah 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 blah. Blah. So it still might be a little hurt there.
In Irv's defense, in this one thing. First of all, okay, let me say this first. I'm not feeling the whole kiss and tell and shit. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah,
that's
weird.
The fact that Ashanti went and re-recorded, say she's going to re-record the whole album, whatever like that, and come out with the album again, re-record it and all this, whatever like that.
He basically told her no.
No. To me, that's why I think Irv is really hot, is really pissed.
But he wouldn't give her the masters.
He told her no. He told her hell no, basically.
So, you don't get to, everyone, why can't I have the masters? Or why can't I have, I don't understand that. That's enough to make me say F Murder Inc. Because, you helped create my career.
Yeah.
But I put up with a lot, too.
So he kind of explained that, too, the whole masters thing. Like I said, I'm glad I watched this before today.
Okay.
So... basically, what he's saying with the match, he said he owns the match. He said, okay, so as a producer, you know what I'm saying, you put in all the work, you do what you got to do, you help build the artist.
Right.
The artist, performs and make money, blah, blah, blah. He basically was saying, so after all is said, so 20 years later, like now, the artist can still go perform, make all this money. So me as a producer, if I sell you your masters, how do I feed my family now? Because he's not making any money off of anything at that point. If he just gave every artist their masters, now how is he eating? He's basically saying.
Well,
I get it, but she was one that he was sleeping with, so I think she's taking it from and we was fucking. I was not just one of your artists. We had intimate moments, and this is how you doing me?
Right.
Well, did he say no to the masters after she said F Murder Inc. or was that before?
I'm not sure exactly when, but I know
I need to know that
said,
timeline.
But I think it was
because if you said after, it's being petty.
I think it was after.
No, because I understand he probably if you said F Murder Inc., then why am I giving you your masters? I'm not giving it to you. F us.
Yeah, but you had me go in the studio. He probably, I don't know.
No,
all I know is it's messy and I love it.
All of it.
It's real petty.
It's definitely all messy.
So I don't respect the whole kissing and telling.
Yeah. So did you hear what Joey said? You heard what Joe said?
I didn't hear it, but I didn't need to because everybody was like, Joe got at him. I'm still on Mike Geronimo's get at him.
Look, I'm going to play a quick clip of Joe real quick.
Okay, great. Yeah.
All right, here go Joey.
And so, Ashanti, right? And so, whatever Irv has with Ashanti is 20 years old, right? And so I know he was making some points that mean a lot to him, his heart and soul. But when you keep ranting about somebody 20 years later, it felt like he's not over the young lady, right? And so also we didn't know that they was fucking, right? Because the whole time I'm there. What's Love, Big Pun Record, on tour. I never seen them together like that. Now I'm not saying they wasn't. They was. Or there was rumors they was. I never seen it. But I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Right? Now, it's okay if it's on a documentary. You got to say your truth for your documentary. But to go to Drink Champs and keep calling her a bitch, keep disrespecting, guys, I'm not going to be the one, I'm not the guy, to stand up for the brother that I'm not. The Ja Rule was standing right next to him.
Right, but again, why would Ja get involved in that? Like, obviously, he was there while the whole affair was going on.
Yeah.
And Ja Rule got his own. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. If birds of a feather, and he don't need his skeletons kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he basically was.
Leave him alone. Ashanti's a grown woman. Ashanti is dealing with it perfectly because she's picking up more and more dates with Nelly. She knows how to play this.
So let me actually comment on that because it's funny because he actually said on there how he found out that she was messing around with Nelly. So, he thinking that she just his side piece. So he was watching the game. It was
He's putting all the information.
It was he's like I said, he divulged a lot in these 3.5 hours. So he was saying he was watching the Lakers and I forgot who they were playing.
Yeah.
And so he heard the announcement like, "Oh, what's all the commotion, right?" So he said he was just sitting there chilling,
And
whatever.
the big screen
the
went
big
on
screen.
them too.
Yeah. So the announcer come like, "Oh, we see what the commotion is." Like Nelly just walked in with Ashanti. He said he was like what?
So he's still butthurt after 20 years.
Yeah, you know what it is? That's ego, though. That's ego. That's
yeah.
not even him being so in love with Ashanti because if he were, he would have respected her enough to end his marriage properly so she would not be looked at now as the mistress. Because we didn't know this then, but he could have handled it better then. That's all ego. Ashanti is just the subject, right, in his little thing.
Absolutely.
I feel like he owes us $150 per hour because we are being his therapist. He's spilling to us.
Okay. All right.
Instead of getting the healing that he needs from Mayanla. Ooh, that would be good. She needs to come back too.
So, all right, let's respond to these comments that we're getting. So Latoya said he works closely with my peoples on Tails, but that was corny of him. That could have stayed in the past. And then Jay says, shout out to Jay. Jay says she messed with a married man. No sympathy for her. And Ja did the right thing by staying out of the BS.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
But she's not. All right, so we say she messed with a married man. That's what she gets, right? But she's not the one going on Drink Champs talking shit.
Facts.
She's going on and doing her show. She has said nothing.
Facts.
So she's owning, maybe, but to the outsiders, it looks like she's owning her part in it.
I think she's doing a smart thing, but I personally wouldn't comment on anything either. I would just let it seem like he's salty and he's bitter after 20 years still, and leave it at that. Like I wouldn't dignify it with any kind of comments or comebacks if I was her.
Right.
Like I said, she's trying to rebuild.
I'm sorry. I was going to say that's adult, old school advice that never ages.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I just think like here's the thing. If like to me, Irv is starting to win again.
Yeah,
and
he got a lot of stuff going on. He was saying that too.
I think you could win again without shitting on nobody else.
He's in his own way, and that's because even though he's getting the bag again, he didn't do the work. So see, just because you good over here, if you haven't done the work, you gonna get in your own way again.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he got some like major stuff in the works that he was saying. He got a
movie. He got a movie coming out.
Yeah.
But
who's gonna want to fuck with him outside of niggas that just want a piece of the money? Who's ever really gonna trust you? That shit you might see them do on set. That you're not gonna get mad at them one day and blow up on them. You blew up on Ashanti. You blew up on Mike Geronimo. You was telling.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. The show's Drink Champ. You ain't got to get drunk.
Oh, well, no.
Like that's the whole thing about it. They get everybody lit,
bro,
and they know what you're going to do.
Nori knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
they get the information.
But I'm just blaming the people sitting there because if you dumb enough to get drunk, you know something's gonna happen. You want to spill it, but
right? Because a drunk man speaketh the truth.
But then just do it sober, own up, stand on it.
Up. Like he had him toasted.
See, it
was done.
No, but. He said that because he wanted to say it.
No, you're right.
He wanted to get it off.
He said that because he wanted to say it.
But Jonesy just said she's hit it on the nose. So how many drunk people you seen before in your life just start like Niagara falling, right? Because that liquid courage just have it flowing. So he was there. Like I said, when he was drunk. So he's saying everything. Like I said, this Joker was spilling all kind of beans.
I only saw one interview. Got a person go up there and was like, "Nah, you ain't getting me drunk." And he just
Who was that?
He just stopped taking shots.
Yeah,
it was Chris Brown.
Oh yeah,
they were trying to get him. They were trying to get him drunk. He was like, "Nah, I ain't taking no more. I'm good."
Chris would have been
y'all
underneath the jail.
Y'all ain't getting me drunk up here.
Man,
and he wouldn't. He stopped taking the shots.
Smart young man.
They kept trying to give him to him. He just pushed it away. I was like,
"That's smart. Self-awareness."
With Jonesy, listen. You was on Drink Champs. You lit that shit on fire.
I was, and I drink. But I'm like looking back, I'm like, bitch, why are you talking about royalties?
Give me another one.
Right. But see, this is again.
There's a difference though. I think Jonesy would say what she want to say, drunk or sober. She's gonna speak her truth. Some of the people who go on there, I don't think they ain't gonna say I don't think he would have said that sober. He wouldn't have talked to her. He wouldn't have called her. He wouldn't have called her the B word. Wouldn't have blabbed all
and
the
then
information.
why is he saying
all that? Like,
how does he say that? How did that come out? How you calling her?
Well, because he kind of came back with this claim because Ja was like, yo, like Irv, like you got to chill. We're calling women B. So he went to the bathroom and came back and like, you know what? I was in the bathroom. And I thought about what Ja. He said, this is why I love my brother. I thought about what he said to me. So he's like, you know what? I want to apologize to her for calling him. Like, I'm not calling. Listen to what he's saying though. Cause I get what he's saying.
Don't apologize after you
He was like,
it.
I'm not calling her B like that. He's like, just from where we from, and that's just the way we talk sometimes. He's like, but that's. He said, I didn't mean it like that. And so I want all these women out here that don't think that that's how I am or whatever.
Did he say F that B?
He
meant what he said when he said that.
He said that a few
times. If he would have just said it jokingly, nothing
he said was jokingly.
Yeah, so no, he meant every word. He's worried about how he went to the bathroom and splashed some water on his face. He probably got a little
and how it's going to come, how it's going to land.
Yeah.
This is going to mess. This could mess
up some things. And this is going to sound ghetto as all hell, but it's a difference between saying, I used to love the bitch. Mm-hmm. Then fuck that bitch.
Yeah, right. It's a whole different connotation.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't. How can I say this? I don't think that he really was so much worried about a lot of the backlash because the people there from BET were women. They were all women who sat there and heard him say everything that he was saying. The only time that because they were the control people. So if he was start to say anything, I guess that was alluding somewhat to the series or whatever, like they would give him the zip it sign. Like he would look over. They would tell him, look at us before you say something. And if they did like this, that means you don't say nothing, and he would move on. But he was saying the bitches and all that the whole time.
They don't mind what he says about a black woman.
And see, here's another problem.
As long as we bring each other down, they don't care. They're gonna let it go because it's gonna draw eyes.
Right. Where's the cancel culture then? Where's the cancel culture?
No, you're right.
They swoop down on everybody for less than that.
You're right about that. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
Damn. Because like I said, I don't get down to the kissing and telling later on, but then just to talk about and call her a B, all that. I'm not messing with nothing he put out.
Yeah, and it's so old.
That's crazy to me.
It's like you shouldn't be this raging.
Because we're like 50
I
for 20 years.
If this was like a month after, you like, oh, that bitch, she played me. This is like. You had bigger incidents. You had the FBI. I don't understand. He needs therapy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like
I think part of that's. I think part of that's part of it too. Because I seen a statement or something that he said that she was willing to F me until the FBI came, and then she ran like a roach. Some crazy saying.
But you shouldn't have even put her in. You should have said, "I set you up with this in an account. Go and separate yourself from me." That's what you should have done, knowing that them niggas was on their way.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
And if the person ain't got nothing to do with what the FBI running at you, why you want the person to stand there with you?
Well, I don't
that part.
I don't know if he meant stand there. I mean, maybe he meant
of course.
Maybe he meant still be with him.
No, but if I'm doing something wrong with the FBI, they coming after me. I'm expecting y'all to just stand there and ride with me, and like I'm gonna ride with you because that's my boy.
It don't make sense for all of us to go down.
Right. True.
Yeah.
Right.
You shouldn't want to if that's who you really care about.
All right.
But then once again, that's that selfish shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all about me.
We gonna break from Irv real quick. Yeah. I gotta ask you a few questions while we got you on here about. So, the whole Tasha K, Cardi B thing, right? Just real quick. So Tasha owes Cardi, how much is it again?
Like 2 million, 3
Something
million.
like that.
Yeah. And Tasha don't got that type of dough. So
She don't need it. She has insurance.
You sure?
When you have, well, I spoke to her on the phone, so she told me she did. But when you have that type of show, you're supposed to have that type of insurance.
Just for liability, absolutely.
That's why, not to go back to Fat Joe, but that's why the real reason why Debmar Mercury could never bring Wendy back is because after Fat Joe did that interview with her without their permission,
right,
he exposed her disability because we all were able to see. So they said now she's uninsurable.
Wow. Oh, okay. Wow.
And then supposedly they said they canceled him and Remy hosting the month of August because they were so upset that he did that.
Wow.
Because, she said she can't afford to pay it. Tasha.
Yeah, but she has insurance. The insurance should have been paid unless she didn't have the insurance.
Wow. Well, good luck. And see, this is why I be telling cats when you get on these blogs and you get on these talk shows like our show.
Yeah.
Like, I always play a clip from somewhere else, and I'll be like, this came from the Jasmine brand, or this came from Shade Room or Baller Alert or whatever. And you got to throw out them disclaimers.
Yep, throw it on them. Yep.
Go
get that.
Stop spreading information that you know ain't true. Do some research.
But see, that has been, in my opinion, since I've been back for a year now. Everybody and their mother think the internet, because the internet got ahead of itself, and they don't have all their things in place to
fact check,
stop people from from just saying shit. And once you say it, it's out there and it lives forever. So now everyone thinks all they need is a microphone and some Wi-Fi,
right?
And they can just say whatever type of scintillating things they want and sue me. I don't have nothing. The internet needs to take responsibility for that.
Yeah, and once the person gets to a certain status with enough following, like if you have like one YouTube follower and you say whatever, whatever. Nobody's listening. But if you start getting millions of followers and you start saying stuff, people gonna take notice.
Oh yeah, facts. All right, Pete Davidson. Got to talk about him real quick because I had an argument with somebody. Yeah. I was arguing with this chick on IG today. Some chick, she came at me hard because of my comment. And
which was what?
Well, basically, Pete Davidson is going to therapy now because he's saying he's experiencing trauma because of what Kanye had put up about Pete Davidson is dead.
Oh,
whatever. He put up something like Pete Davidson is dead or whatever like that. And then all of a sudden, Kim came at Kanye like, please take that down.
Yeah.
Can you please take that down? Whatever. It's not right. Blah, 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 blah. So now, which I believe is BS.
Right. This whole production it sounds like this, without you even finishing your statement, I'm sorry to interrupt, is powered by Kris Jenner.
Facts.
She orchestrates a lot of shit. You right about that.
Facts.
She is the puppet master.
Down to the sex tape.
Because Pete Davidson's skin is not even soft like that for him to want to go to therapy, experiencing trauma over something Kanye did. After this man then put Kanye's children, tattooed Kanye's children on his arm.
But I did hear something about that. He does suffer from some depression and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you had that. He had that shit. We saw all that way before.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, this is manufactured and this is manipulation.
Thank you. And that was my take on it, basically. And this chick came at me, so now you think being soft or whatever is equated to a mental illness or this and that, so he can't be going to trauma because of this and that, whatever. She started coming at me talking about you're putting down mental illness and all this stuff. I said, no, I'm not putting down mental illness. I just think that this particular incident is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit.
Because he's displayed mental illness. He has displayed mental illness before that. There was an incident. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was an incident. Wasn't he hospitalized before he even started dating Kim?
Yeah, that's why he got all the tattoos on his chest, because he's a cutter.
He's a cutter.
So
he has a history of it. So
and that's why he got all the tattoos to cover up the scars.
She needs to do her research. This random girl that you spent valuable time arguing with on IG.
Yeah, we was going at it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you got to come up because she ain't.
Well,
but he has a history of it. Don't go blaming it on Kanye.
Well, he's gonna need some more time on the couch because I just seen something today that said him and Kim split, so he's gonna need a little more time on the couch.
Well, yeah, him and Kim broke up.
Yeah.
But also, there's something circulating that Kanye put brakes on
the divorce. Yeah, he fired a divorce lawyer. I read that today too.
Did he fire the divorce lawyer because he wants to get a different one, or does he not want to get a divorce?
I think he's trying not to get a divorce. I think he's thinking that it's a chance now since they broke up.
Yeah, Jonesy hit it on the head.
The one traumatized, like she's the poison.
I don't disagree. Let me clap that up. And it's crazy you said it because it's a lot of women. I used to not to. Hey, if she's listening,
I disagree with y'all on that, but go ahead.
No, man, because I used to say the same thing about my ex-wife. There was something about it. It was just something, just different situations. And I said to her when we broke, I said, you know what? I said, you're poison. I said, you are poison to me. I said, you're like a black widow. And I think that hit her in her heart a little bit. Like she had said something a little later down the road about that. Like, remember, I'm poison. But some women are like that. Some women try to manipulate men to a certain degree, to try to, for whatever reason, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't don't work. Let him in here. I'm interviewing.
It doesn't necessarily work with every man, but I don't disagree with that one bit because I think she definitely used to manipulate Kanye to some degree in their relationship. I do. I definitely do.
Kanye weird.
It was all right. So I could see y'all sighing if Kanye was an anomaly. But don't you see the playbook and the pattern with all the guys?
Actually, in any male that family dates, they all go crazy.
Right. It started with Lamar Odom.
Yeah. They all go crazy.
They all go crazy. That Reggie Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other one she married and was like, psych.
Yeah.
And Chris Humphries.
Like psych, but you're right. Yeah.
She did an Uno reverse on him.
Yeah.
Because now Kanye wants me. It's what they do.
It's what they do. I agree. And you said it's all orchestrated by the mama.
Right. All produced by Kris Jenner. But when you have children, that's why you got to slow your roll because all that shit she's doing is going to come back onto the kids.
Absolutely.
Facts.
I agree.
Shit, man. All right, listen. Two more things, and then we out. So, Irv said DMX is better than Jay. You agree, disagree?
At what?
I'm going to play his clip, too, the way he said it.
Jay, he better than Jay at
rapping. Yeah.
Songs. Rapping.
Making songs?
Yeah. As an artist, as a rap artist.
I don't agree.
You think DMX is better than Jay? I mean,
both were great.
They're both,
but I'm not.
Well, see this. You gotta.
Yes or no, yo.
No. You gotta look at when he was talking about too. I think you gotta take it into the context of when he's. I think what he's talking. Well, no, I heard the clip. I've heard personally. So he's going off for when it was Ja, Jay, and D, everybody like underneath,
You know what? One year somebody scored more than Michael Jordan. That don't make them better than Michael Jordan.
Well, no, it doesn't.
So can anyone ever be better than Michael Jordan, though?
When you look at somebody's total career, if somebody scores more championships, end up with a higher average over his career.
There are people who have.
So yes, they can be, but you don't look at a snapshot. You got to look at the whole body of work.
All right, Jonesy, DMX, Jay-Z.
I mean,
who you taking?
Obviously Jay-Z. But I think Nas is better than Jay.
Me too.
I'm gonna clap that up.
I had that debate about with this guy, one of my coworkers, all the time. Like every time he sees me, Jay better than not. No, he's not. He's not a better rapper.
Now let's hear.
When you get the money.
Let's hear Irv's explanation. Here it is.
Or Jay-Z.
You don't have to pour that heavy, brother.
Yeah, you don't gotta pour that heavy.
Yeah,
That's the good partner right there. That's what I'm talking about.
That's for you.
Yeah. So DMX or Jay-Z, you gonna take a shot for that? Because that's both. I would say both. I would say both. Should have said.
If you don't answer, you gotta take a shot. That's the name of the game. I answered all my questions, by the way.
I love them both.
Take a shot, nigga.
If I had to choose one.
Take your shot, nigga.
Just take a shot.
X.
Ah, that's just no shot. No shot.
Okay. That was deep. That was deep.
I thought you were about to bow out. He didn't. He went in.
That whole, it put me in the middle of these three competitive niggas. Oh. And it's just like
X is the most competitive out of all of them.
But Jay would ask me the most, yo, you think that nigga better than me? Nah. Hold on. Got it. Do you think that nigga's better than me? And I used to be like, yo, all y'all is nice. Y'all all nice and it's in different manners. That's why, damn, that album would have been
That was almost like, you know, you ask somebody something like, if you must be crazy if you think that. That's like, seemed like the way he asked the question.
No, he was sincere about the question.
I don't think he asked him. I don't think he.
Jonesy, it's almost like we on Drink Champs.
I don't personally think. That
was a great experience.
What
that
somebody
was a
else
great
thinks.
experience. Drink Champs was a great experience. You know why? Because it's sunny. You in Miami.
Yep.
Yeah.
You drinking. It's like an open bar. I don't know if y'all have been to Drink Champs, but it's like it's the setting.
Yeah.
You get loose. You get free. And
the energy of the show was great. Like Nori's a character.
He's good.
They all flow well off each other, and the show flows really well. So it was good.
I don't know.
And in a couple of weeks, or maybe in a couple of weeks, you'll have to have me back, so I can give you some more. I can give you something special.
Okay.
We'll definitely take
an exclusive.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But listen again. Shout out the time frame when you coming on 94.7 The Block.
I will be making my debut to morning radio in New York City on Monday, August 22nd at 6 a.m. and I will be on time. Hell, I might give you a little
Again, I just want to say, sis, we proud of you.
Absolutely, definitely.
Yes, kill the game. Kill it. Come in killing it, because I know you're going to do it. And again, when you get that reality show or whatever TV show you about to be blessed with, don't forget your boy Norm. When you need a DJ, I'm like one of the hottest, especially 90s throwbacks. Call me. Trust me.
We might be able to figure something out. I actually have a DJ for the show, but that's not to say that we can't do a special Storm Norm mix now and again.
Oh,
you know?
Let me know. It's on and popping.
I know it is. I've heard the stuff.
Yeah, it's on and popping.
I appreciate this. I really do. Thank you for the support and thank you for the organic text message. Like we family, because we are.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. And the next time you come up, listen, I got a bottle for you actually, because when I heard the news, I went and bought a bottle.
Thank you. I'm coming to get it tomorrow morning.
So
she said tomorrow morning.
No, I got it. So I got a bottle for you. It's at the station. Come on and get it.
I will. And then we'll do this again in person.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Jonesy, we love you. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Comeback.
Get some rest.
Absolutely.
Get some rest. You're going to need it.
Appreciate you, too.
All right, y'all.
All right, sis.
All right, have a great night.
Peace.
All right.
Thanks, you too.
No doubt.
Great interview.
Yeah. Love Jonesy, man. I didn't want to keep it too
so real.
Yeah. No, she down to earth, man. Real. Y'all go support that. Again, it's 94.7 The Block.
And they winning right now.
Yeah, no, they winning right now because people need alternatives, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I love BLS. Right? We had BLS all our life, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we had 98.7 all our life.
Mm-hmm.
We had now we got 105.3, and then we got 97.1.
Mm-hmm.
You need options. You need options, and then people miss the good music.
Yeah.
You know, the throwbacks.
I thought they didn't have no more FM, no more New York FM spots. Like,
you just got to buy the stations.
That's what I mean.
Nah, initially it started. It was a country station.
Oh, that was a country station,
and it was the Newark station.
Okay.
And then you know, Audacity just flipped it. You know, they're owned by Audacity, and they flipped it, and you know
they were winning.
Yeah, and now they starting to win. And then Skip Dillard, which was a program director for WBLS, he left there and went to 94.7 The Block.
Okay.
So, you know, they trying to change the game over there and just keep it catered basically to that 35, maybe 40 and up demographic.
Yeah.
And everything.
I haven't listened to radio in about 2 years.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't no more. And I just really
want to check it out. I want to check out her morning show.
Yeah, check it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be tuned in now for the morning show. And a lot of people, once they know about it, are definitely going to be tuned in to the morning show, because this is just the catalyst for her to do other great things.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
everything. And, you know, and it's funny because we've done plenty of shows on second chances and everything. So God gave her this second chance. Yeah. And she's gonna run with it, because you know why? Because she's ready. She's ready.
She's ready. Yeah, exactly.
And she's ready. So again, congratulations to Jonesy. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Shout out to Kalia. I see you. Shout out to Denise, Jamil. The Get Out movie is the Kardashians. Shout out
right
to
about that. You're right. I agree.
My cousin Greg. Everybody on the check-in, man. Listen, go support the morning show, Miss Jones, 94.7, The Block FM. And she'll be back. She'll be back.
With an exclusive.
Yes, with an exclusive.
You heard it.
And I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But she definitely will be here for that bottle.
Yeah.
I know, Jones.
She said tomorrow morning.
yeah.
So when
she gonna call me up, knowing where you at, where my bottle. She gonna take the bottle, but I see you, nigga. That's Josie though. That's why I love
good.
her.
Absolutely.
Cool. Now, cool people. We became, and it's funny, you know, because in any beginning relationship, you like looking at somebody skeptical, like, you know, and whatever. And then we actually turned out to be great friends, you know, and just real with each other too, and everything. And so again, salute to Jonesy. So who knows? But I'm proud of what she's doing.
Absolutely. She deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go on to our last little thing real quick. Let's talk about this.
Another very prominent black woman in the state is Georgia's district attorney.
So, you know, there's this big thing about lyrics being used in court cases now, criminal cases, with artists. So, if you saying something crazy and then like kill this, or sell this, drugs, this, that, whatever, like that, they're using it against you in court. So Stacey Abrams actually was asked this question because of the whole Young Thug thing. So you know they.
Oh man, everybody flipping on him.
His charges. They boosted his charges.
Yeah,
Young Thug's charges.
Yeah.
So this led to this line of questioning in an interview with Stacey Abrams, and we're going to play this one, and we're going to talk about this before we leave out.
Another very prominent black woman in the state is Georgia's district attorney, Fani Willis. And I know she's famously indicted two rappers, very popular rappers within the state, Young Thug and Gunna. And most specifically used some of their rap lyrics in court. And I know some states are going through the process right now of throwing that out. Do you support the use of rap lyrics in court?
I believe in the First Amendment. I cannot speak to the particulars of this case, but I do think it is a very dangerous precedent to use someone's written word as a proof point. I'm a writer myself. I've published multiple novels, and I know that language can be provocative. I do not know enough about these particular cases, having not been in the courtroom and having not read the pleadings, but I will say that as someone who believes very staunchly in the First Amendment, I am deeply concerned about any movement towards using a person's word and their music or their writing as an indictment of who they are and as a proof point without additional supports.
Another very prominent black woman in the state is Georgia's district attorney, Fani Willis.
You agree with her or you disagree?
No, I agree with her because So if you're gonna do this with rap music, or hip hop music, then you have to do this across the board with all music. Listen to some of the heavy metal rock bands lyrics and what they're saying. So are you going to start snatching them up and indicting them for the satanic stuff that they're talking about, doing satanic rituals and all? So are you going to get them for that?
That's not technically a crime.
What's not technically a crime?
They're rapping about satanic rituals. That's not.
Neither is rapping about.
No, if they're using the lyrics against you, if they're saying they've done something and they go back and they find physical proof that you've actually done it, like in some of the drill music, they're actually rapping about people who got shot and killed. So if they go tie in what you said to what the facts show that happened, and there's only certain people that know who's going to know this information, you're implicating yourself.
But not necessarily, because you could have killed somebody, told me verbatim, word for word what you did. I'm an artist. I could make a song. Yeah. So now because you told me what you did, they could use my words against me and charge me with it?
If they could, if you in that perfect storm scenario, you tell a story and they tie it back and it looks like you were there and something, they got a witness that says, "Oh yeah, he was a black guy with a bald head," and go, "Okay, yeah, it was him." So now you don't implicate yourself by rapping about it. Somebody put you there, they're gonna charge you with it. That's just, I mean, that's just how it's gonna happen.
But that's.
But see, the thing is, now Jay-Z and somebody in some states they came up with laws that you can't use the lyrics alone.
Yeah.
You have to have more to it
Some
than just
kind of
saying I'm
evidence.
using your lyrics to tie against you because you're violating somebody's First Amendment.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
but
Jay-Z
also
and,
was it Meek?
Young God, it was Meek. Okay, I thought maybe
it was
Yo Gotti too. But also just stop rapping about the crimes you commit.
Yeah, facts. Now, there have been books used to incriminate people that wrote books.
That you wrote, that's something that you did yeah.
Yeah. So people use the books in a criminal case and be like, in his book, he mentioned he would kill a person by strangling them and doing this to them. And
but it's a book, though. How many people, was my book a bestseller? How many millions of people bought my book and read the same exact thing?
Yeah, but if they tie it all in and they could link it to say, okay, he mentioned in the book that he killed them with the green string and that was there. And he did it right here. And the only people that know would be the killer and this person. Like, so it has to be a way they can tie it directly in. Because otherwise, like I say, I could rap about a murder, but I could rap about somebody getting shot down the street.
Let me read Jay's comment. He said, I think using it to correlate the evidence, not the basis of the original indictments. To correlate the evidence. Yeah, I get what he's saying. No, I agree with that. Like, if somebody is in jail for shooting somebody and they rapping about shooting somebody.
They just change the name, but they take the whole...
Yeah, should they be able to use that in a criminal case? Should the lawyers be able to use that in a criminal case?
The only way I
would say it. See, here's my take on that. It depends on the type. It depends on the case. It depends on it. It really depends on the case, right? So if you bring in somebody, if somebody is rapping about, and then I sell coke, and I get it from the such and such and whatever, right? And they've been arrested for that before, right? So they put that in their rhymes. You might be able to use something like that if it actually relates to something they actually did in life that they can prove. You might be able to use some lyrics like that.
If you sold coke 2 years ago,
exactly,
there's no they don't have
the
proof of the sale.
Exactly.
It's like that's no. For murder, there's no statute of limitations. So you can rhyme about it 10 years from now. If you killed somebody 10 years ago, and they link it together, you can get charged with murder. Like, it don't go away.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a touchy subject.
Plain and simple. Just stop
incriminating
yourself. Like, stop doing it for clout and trying to be cool. That's all. Why do you commit a crime and just tell everybody?
And even like I said, so
now hold on. I want to clear this up. I am not advocating committing any crime. You should not kill anybody or do any kind of crimes. But if you end up in a situation where you have perpetrated something like that, don't sing about it.
Yeah, and I was going to say, so like I've heard of, for instance, a couple of documentaries I was watching wherein where they actually, the person that they killed, now the other side make a song about it and put the person's name in it, or like something directed at their name. And that's different too. You're kind of telling yourself right now if you're saying something. Yeah, that's so and so duck, whatever.
But that's all this drill music do. They say who died. I mean, you link everything to yourself. I mean, then you put eyes on you, and then also just be smart. If right or wrong, if you know this is what they're doing, you have to change up your tactics, because you're gonna lose. Like, it's a hard fought battle.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like if it's a table in the middle of your bedroom and you stub your toe on that table every time you get up in the middle of the night. Either you move the table or you walk around it so you don't stub it no more, or you just keep stubbing the table, hurting yourself. And that's what we're doing. We're hurting ourselves, and it's just all the time.
I don't know. I just say get back to the music. Like, just if you want to be a musician, be a musician. If you want to be a gangster, be a gangster.
Yeah, but in today's world, the reality is that people are both. And that's
always been, but there's more.
And that goes beyond just hip hop music too. There were people that were gangsters and
sports
and other types of music too, rock and everything else.
But back in the day, the gangsters were the one who just funded it.
Exactly.
They weren't on the mic on the stage. Now it's like, I can make the money out there too.
Yeah.
So now you got people who are about that life, and they're just making music.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they realizing the money from the music don't come as fast, so then they can't give up the street life because they don't want to wait.
Facts. Listen. Again, it's a great show. Great show tonight. We want to thank everybody for joining us on Live in the Cipher. BKS1 Radio. We had a little impromptu interview.
Yes.
With, the radio legend, Miss Jones. She's back on the airwaves. Jonesy back on Jonesy in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be excited to actually listen to a morning show now. In the morning, because I really haven't. I stopped listening to Breakfast Club a while ago. You know why? Because I actually tune into. I would catch YouTube clips.
Okay.
With certain things.
Yeah.
But 94.7 is almost transitioning into back to what we knew radio was. Because a lot of media today has gone away from that. And it's becoming something different.
Yeah,
and it's kind of bringing back the feel of what we grew up on and everything. So shout out to 94.7 The Block. Shout out to Skit Dillard. Shout out to Miss Jones. Shout out to Ed Lover, Mr. C, DJ Scratch, Nick Cannon, everybody. I forgot her name.
Nick's over there too.
Nick Cannon's over there.
Okay.
It's getting crazy. They leaving a lot of. People are leaving a lot of places that they were with for a long time to come over to 94.7 The Block. But again, like you heard what Miss Jones said, I'm not leaving my YouTube platform.
No. And I was hoping that she said that. Yeah. Crazy
because you can do
a
both.
lot more. Yeah.
Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us, man. We'll be back next week on Live in the Cipher. We're going to keep hitting y'all with more surprises, more special guests, more great topics. Again, artists, send me music. If you want it played on the Live in the Cipher show, start sending us music. I put my email out there. Ghost put his email out there. Whoever's email is Smooth, whoever. But mine is norm.bks@live.com. Ghost is
It was scrolling right across the top. It was scrolling right across the top of the screen.
Yeah,
so if you go back and you watch the live stream, it'll scroll across, but it's the Ghost, bks1@gmail.com.
Facts.
But when you go back and rewatch the live stream, because you're not going to miss this interview, you'll see it scrolling across the top of the screen.
Yes, and we will clip up portions of this interview and repost on YouTube. All right, so remember, our YouTube is BKS1 Radio TV. Become a subscriber. Subscribe right now to our YouTube, BKS1 Radio
get all the content.
TV, and get all the content. All right.
And also, if you want a video played, send the link over, preferably as soon as possible before the show. Because I had some emails coming through and they sent video links, but it has to be converted and put up into the system. So send them over. I'll get your video converted and we'll get it played next week. But if you want music, you can send the music and we possibly can get that on right away because that's an easier upload. But if you send a video link, we gotta convert it to put it up in the system. So
either way,
takes a minute.
Send it early. Don't send it during the show.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they send the music while they're watching, we can get it.
Oh,
video links are a little different.
Shout out to Smutty Woo.
Somebody sent me some joint.
Yeah, some people sent me some joints during the show. But again, if we didn't get to it this week, we're going to get to it next week. And again, follow us on all BCast from Radio content. Again, this show is never about us.
Never. It's always about you.
Because you are the next best kept secret. And we out of here. Miss Jones, peace and blessings. We love you. Yes. Thank you. I'll holler at you. Come get that bottle tomorrow.
Peace.
Not tonight. We out.
Peace.
Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip-hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something like...
You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats. When it was called hip-hop.
Live in the Cipher. Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it. Pay me, you can't outfox me. So say that for Jamie. BKS1Radio.com. Hot like 5 kids, so ring the alarm. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh! Represent the real hip hop. Represent the real hip hop. Represent the real hip hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net, live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real, Ladies Love, Smooth P, Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General, on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop.